divine souls, as we have got some valuable understanding of ourselves as the eternal, imperishable souls, we shall explore a bit further to broaden our visions. There are two dimensions. One is the inner dimension of thoughts, feelings, attitudes, the part that we call as myself or me, the immaterial, invisible, metaphysical, and the imperishable part. The second dimension is the outer world. Everything that is outside my inner dimension, everything that is material, physical, for which we can have physical, material proofs. This also includes my body, which is made up of matter, which is separate from the real me. Now, most of the events, situations, people, and their attitudes, all of this takes place in that outer dimension. But we perceive it and experience it inside, in our mind. We think and we feel about it, which clearly needs no proof because we first-hand experience it. Now let's explore a bit of the outer world today. Why is the world the way it is? Why are some people unhappy, poor, in pain, and facing challenges? Even those who seem to have all the outer comforts do experience discomfort in their mind and hearts from time to time. And if not that, then why does our body even fall sick? Why can't the world be better? How is this fair that we are here but not getting the best, perfect outer world to enjoy? Is this the ultimate perfection? Even though we say, yes, things will get better, but still, how better will they really get? Will everyone become so wealthy enough that poverty ends? Will pollution become totally zero? Will diseases completely vanish? Will there ever be not even a slight drop of unhappiness or pain? Is this the ultimate best that we can get? To answer these questions, let's open up our mind and intellect a little bit. Let's just take a moment of silence. We see the sun coming up. It's morning, then it's afternoon, then evening, where the sun goes down, and the night with no sun. But again, after some time, the sun comes up in the morning, and that cycle again continues on its own. It's already there, and it goes on spinning accurately. Then we see summer. It's warm and bright. Then monsoon comes and starts becoming darker, and it also rains often. Then after some time it's winter, where it becomes cooler. But then again it's time for summer after a few months. Now this is a fixed cycle which takes place year after year. Then we also have the water cycle, which is again automatic, accurate, and happens in that same cyclic motion. So all of this already exists and already happens. Now, in a broader view, the knowledge of the world's cycle is a story of how the world starts as a completely beautiful, perfect, in order. Nature is in its best form, and it's for us in every way, and not even slightly unpredictable like today. All the souls are in their best power and purity, completely light and blissful, the way a newly bought mobile phone, which is fully charged, works. There is a civilization, but with fewer people and the best quality and standards of life, with everything in abundance, so much that no one can even create one thought of dissatisfaction. We can call this as the golden age because the world is in its best form. It can also be called as heaven or paradise that we refer to usually. Then, as we slowly spend time over there, taking births and rebirths, playing different roles, as more souls descend and the population also increases, the world is still abundant but just slightly old, and things have to be shared to some extent. Like the mobile phone, which is about 6 months old and looks familiar and used. Now we can call this as the silver age because it's just slightly lower than gold. Then, as slowly time starts increasing, the phone is getting older. Some scratches start to appear. The memory starts getting full. Similarly, the power and purity of us souls starts reducing, and the beautiful batteries, which were overflowing with love, bliss, purity, power, start discharging. Now the population is also more, and certain problems start arising. We start feeling a slight discomfort inside. The beauty and purity of nature also starts degrading, just like how a new house will look after some years without renovation. This is the time when souls start looking for meaning, solutions to their inner and outer discomforts which are now arising. This is also the time when prophet souls, which means those souls who descend for the first time, who are in their original capacity and power, because they haven't yet played any roles and hence there's no depletion. They descend in their pure form and start sharing their power and knowledge to help other souls. This is when various religions start appearing, as people find ways to uplift themselves. This is when the scriptures and epics are written to provide spiritual support in forms of stories and tales. But nothing can take the souls to their original full charge, because again they are just receiving the help of fellow human souls who also go on depleting over time. This can be called as the Copper Age. Now, from the Copper Age, as the world goes on slowly reaching its worst realities and problems, it reaches the Iron Age, where the souls lose their power and purity in major amounts. And at the same time, the nature is also depleting. Like a phone which is many years old now, the screen is slightly broken, the speed has slowed down, battery is unreliable. This is the time where there seem to be problems everywhere. Pain and diseases increase, as even the body, which is made up of matter, is not of the highest quality the way it used to be like. There are natural calamities, wars, religious conflicts, and the population is also reaching its maximum. Again, there are some new pure souls which are descending, which play the roles of gurus or leaders in order to help mankind. But again, they are human souls, so they come in birth and death, like energy that comes in motion goes on depleting. The scene of the world just goes on becoming horrific. Now an old house that is becoming totally dysfunctional can only be saved if it is renovated fully. For how long will you keep shifting the furniture and use quick fixes to keep it going? Now similarly, the world is in the need for renovation, and it can only happen if there is a huge power bank or a powerhouse to fully charge all the souls, and as a result the nature will also start improving. Like the law of entropy, energy that comes in motion loses its power, and only with an outer source, a source that is out of that whole system will have to intervene and restore it. This is the diamond age, the time when there is tremendous pressure outside everywhere, but those who are aware of all of this remain stable and charge them up from the divine powerhouse ultimately become diamonds. But as all the systems are cyclic in nature, which means after this highly difficult time in Iron Age, it is certainly time for Golden Age. But again, if we were to renovate a house, there will be a little bit of destruction and noise. Similarly, the world will reach a point where there is upheaval in every area, so that the mess and impurity is gotten rid of. Many souls will leave bodies in pain and confusion, but those diamonds who were charging themselves all this while, reaching their maximum power and purity, are completely safe from this upheaval and even do the service of protecting others. And again, it is these diamonds with whom the ultimately pure, perfect Golden Age begins. These diamonds are rare, hence the Golden Age starts with lesser population and then goes on increasing, and the cycle begins again. This is the story of the world cycle, which, if we sit in silence with ourselves, will resonate strongly. This is that time when we decide whether we want to become those diamonds in the rough who charge themselves from the divine powerhouse, those who are automatically saved from the upheaval and also do the divine service of protecting and lifting others up, while they go on carrying out their roles and responsibilities of the current birth. So let's just take a moment and sit with ourselves. I am an eternal being of light, sitting inside this body, this temporary costume. I have been on a long journey. Somewhere deep within me, there is a trace of this story. That feeling of being ancient, powerful, pure, and heavenly divine resonates with me. My attention goes upwards, beyond the physical world and the material dimension. I, the immortal star, full of light, reach a region full of divine golden light. This region is full of bright, peaceful, golden light. I feel completely safe and at peace. In front of me, I see another bright star. The star who is radiating with powerful light. I feel the star calling me closer. I find the star familiar, even though I can't fully remember. I feel the waves of peace, purity, affection. The star tells me that I belong to it. The star pulls me closer and tells me that I am home. It was waiting for me. I am engulfed in love, affection, and deep contentment. I slowly come down to the material world. Now I'm radiating with divine light, and I realize that what I did was that I charged a little bit of my battery. Om Shanti.